say to you.
Oh, I told you we had a hot main event today, ladies and gentlemen, and we are underway. The Comet Chris Michaels taking it to the baddest man in town, Brickhouse Brown. Chris Michaels, this night Styling Shane Eden is in his corner. Chris Michaels up on the second rope, and I mean knocking Brickhouse Brown senseless. Chris Michaels coming out to defend the honor of his fallen friend, Shane Eden, who now has over 40 stitches in his body from a mugging that I believe Brickhouse Brown was totally behind a few weeks after the wrestling matches. Chris Michaels now taking it right to Brickhouse Brown. Brickhouse Brown, I don't think knows where he is. Whips him across. Oh my gosh, a flying elbow right into the jaw of Brickhouse Brown, down for the count of 2. Brickhouse Brown, there he stops Chris Michaels. Brickhouse Brown sending Michaels to the mat. Unbelievable wrestling action here at NCW. Wasn't but a few weeks ago when Brickhouse Brown was barred from the building. Of course, he later come in and interfered a match with Flash Brannigan and Styling Shane Eden, and Brickhouse Brown dressed as an orc and bug man. And I tell you what, ever since then, it has just been one maniacal thing after another. I have Metro Police standing by, because anytime Brickhouse Brown is around, I absolutely am prepared for anything with this maniac on the loose, I tell you what. And ladies and gentlemen, the action will continue tonight in Lebanon at the Airport Armory. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing like seeing it live. I'm bringing you a whale of a card tonight in Lebanon. I hope you come out and support MCW Wrestling. It's Memorial Day weekend, and it's a nice time to relax. Come to wrestling. Have one of those famous Bert Prentice hot dogs. We cooking up a batch of them tonight, and Granny will be serving them starting at 6 o'clock. And come on over and have yourself a great time at the wrestling matches. Make us part of your Memorial Day weekend celebration tonight. There's Brickhouse Brown and Chris Michaels taking him over there now, running his head into the wall there at the Nashville Fairgrounds Arena. Brickhouse Brown and Gene Johnson tell him, get it back in the ring. Brickhouse Brown, Chris Michaels. Action spilling all over the arena floor. This pretty much talks for itself, ladies and gentlemen. I'm absolutely beside myself. This Brickhouse Brown just thinking he can come in here and bully himself in. Now he's got that goofy atomic dog running around him everywhere he goes and watching his back all over the place as Brickhouse Brown slams Chris Michaels down to the arena floor. Brickhouse Brown from Miami Beach, Florida. And ladies and gentlemen, one of the most dangerous wrestlers. There he's taunting Styling Shane Eden, who's been minding his own business over on the other side of the ring. Shane now going to check on Chris Michaels. Now remember, in Shane's stomach there's some 20 stitches, and his back there's some 18 stitches. And there's Shane, only the use of one arm there at ringside. Brickhouse Brown now stomps Chris Michaels down to the mat. Styling Shane will be in Lebanon tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Styling Shane will be in Lebanon tonight. You can see him there, of course, the big main event. Wolfie, the Colorado kid, Falls Count Anywhere in Wilson County. That one is going to be worth $8, let me tell you what. Wolfie D saying he's not wearing them goofy shorts anymore. Well, let's see what I'd like to see Wolfie D in a pair of wrestling boots and trunks. And I tell you what, it's a new day at MCW, ladies and gentlemen. Got a lot of brand new wrestling stars underway. And folks, nothing like seeing it live. We need you at ringside, whether it be in Hopkinsville on Friday night, June 5th at the Hopkinsville Armory, Sunday night, June 7th in Springfield at the air-conditioned Springfield Center, Wednesday night, June 10th in Dalton, Georgia at the North Georgia Trade Center, Friday night, June 12th in Dixon at Freeport, USA, Friday night, June 19th under the stars at Slam Jam 98 in Gallatin, Tennessee at Thompson Park, whether it be in Leachfield, Kentucky on Friday night, June 26th. I tell you what, absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, nothing like seeing it live. MCW Wrestling. And folks, sometimes on this wrestling program, you'll see other local wrestling people advertising in our show. We do not support or condone anybody who throws an ad on our show. And please don't call us if you go to that show and are disappointed, which happened last week. If someone advertises on their show, be careful before you buy a ticket to that show. Make sure you know where you're going. If it doesn't say MCW, that's not our show, and we're not liable for it. So don't go and be disappointed and then call me. If you go buy a ticket, you're going at your own risk to anybody. We do not endorse anybody who advertises on our show except MCW Wrestling. The excellence in independent wrestling throughout the country, MCW Wrestling. Anybody else is second best. Brickhouse Brown now with the chair. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Unbelievable. Chris Michaels just got knocked senseless by Brickhouse Brown. You see what I mean? This man just, there's no limits to Brickhouse Brown. He's on a mission. And I've known this guy since 1983 in San Antonio, Texas. And something has snapped in this man. Something is different about this man. Oh, spare us that. And now 2 elbow smashes down hard to the mat. Going for the cover. Chris Michaels has enough, just enough reserve to get his shoulder up off the mat. Brickhouse Brown, unbelievable. What's he doing now? Takes him down hard. Russian leg sweep. Russian leg sweep right down to the mat. Let's take a break, ladies and gentlemen. Action will resume right after this. Okay, we're back with what has been a grueling match, ladies and gentlemen. Brickhouse Brown, they're up on the top rope and headbutts the canvas because Chris Michaels gets out of the way. Chris Michaels making his way to his feet now after taking an incredible beating at the hands of Brickhouse Brown. Chris Michaels fires up and sends Brown hard down to the mat. Chris Michaels really coming onto his own. Ladies and gentlemen, the fans love Chris Michaels at MCW. Backs Brickhouse into the corner, whips him across the ring. Brickhouse meets him halfway and a fist right down the middle of the mat. Brickhouse has his foot on the rope. Styling Shane. Wait a minute. Who was that? Who was that? That was Handsome Andy Anderson. Handsome Andy Anderson come out and just put powder in Styling Shane Eden's eye. Styling Shane Eden is absolutely leveled at ringside. The fans are furious. Chris Michaels now up to the top rope. Down hard with a flying elbow on Brickhouse Brown. He's got Brown beat. Now Handsome Anderson on the top rope. And he comes down. Chris Michaels moves. Chris Michaels gets the victory, but somebody needs to check on his friend on the outside. Styling Shane Eden is laying motionless on the floor after Handsome Andy Anderson throws powder there. Styling Shane Eden there now. He's up. He's grabbing his stomach, his face full of powder. Now Handsome Andy Anderson just plummeting Chris Michaels in the ring. Brickhouse Brown, a reverse neck breaker on Chris Michaels. Of course, 2-on-1. Styling Shane Eden hesitant to get in the ring. He has one arm, 40 stitches. He's furious, as you can see. He's got that chair trying to get in there, but if he knows he gets in there, he's going to get massacred. I don't blame him. Finally says, forget it. I'll just come on in. Styling Shane Eden. He can't see. He's now on the outside. Now Brickhouse Brown, sure, like a lion going after a hurt deer. There's Metro Police. There's a Metro Policeman. Stop the tape, Brian, right there. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Pictures are worth 1,000 words, and there's a coward, Brickhouse Brown, just like the big old lion out in the jungle, knows he has an injured deer here, that he wants to come and put some more stitches in his body. And Metro Police says, no, you're going to stop right here, and you'll be escorted out of the building. The winner of the match, Chris Michael. But look at this. This is what it's about. Brickhouse Brown taking the shortcuts. Styling Shane Eden, they're defending himself. Well, they'll both be in Lebanon tonight. We'll see what happens tonight.